he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And again, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession of the football. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Another carry for Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
first and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Quay Walker. He gets a couple, and he'll bring up 3rd down. Play action, here's Penix. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons looking for a score before halftime. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. D. Alford has the INT. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Drake London with the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the the Falcons make it a 24-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And they pick him off again. That's Justin Simmons. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick six, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Koo on now for the extra point. And he pulls it. It's no good. Kick goes too far to the left. The point after left on the table. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here comes Reed. And look at this return. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown on an incredible return. All right, Brock, let's see. Let's see if this is able to provide a little spark because their offense just hasn't been able to consistently provide their own so far this game.
Yeah, a little spark, a little charge, a little juice, a little bit of energy. He wouldn't be denied trying to do what he can to jolt this team.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers trail by 23 now. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. McLeod now returning it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 39.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Penix on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Penix now on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. On first down, here's Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Drake London with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 26 on second down. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here. Running on first here with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Jacobs gets it on the draw, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on third down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the first down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
Love throwing on fourth. Rolling left, buying some time. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Then even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. From the shotgun, Penix made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Now Penix on third and goal. Buying some time left. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Nixon now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now off play action. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Staying with Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons authoring a blowout here. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running left with Algier. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They'll run it with Robinson. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. First down throw. Here's Love. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Takes the handoff, now Love. Connects on the crosser. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play action here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and
they pick him off again! And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards